Hey guys, we're going to do some probability. So let's go ahead and start by looking at this. First of all, it's a spinner. So we know that that is going to be independent probability. But let's read and see what they're asking us. A spinner consists of 8 equal regions as shown. What is the probability that the arrow will land on a blue region? So we want blue first. So I'm going to use Desmos as my scratch paper. And then spun again and land on a yellow section. So we've got two things happening here. So we're going to have blue and yellow. So let's see if we can set up our fractions. Okay. So first of all, a spinner has 8 equal units. So it's going to be divided by 8 both times, because it does not matter how many times you spin that spinner, it is still going to have 8 sections in it. So let's put an 8 down here at the bottom to start with. But then we need blue. Let's count blue. 1, 2 blue sections. So I'm going to put 2 over 8 times, and when we spin it the second time, it's still 8 sections, but this time yellow. Look at that. There's only one yellow, and that's my favorite color. How did that happen? So we already got a decimal here. The good news is they're not asking us to simplify it. They're asking for it as a percent. And we know to change anything to a percent, you just multiply by 100. So that would be 3.125%. Yes, 3.125% is our answer. So let me write it here. 3.125, and I'm going to put a percent symbol if I can manage to get it. I should have used my stylus, but I did not use it. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. This one says we have a box of cards that contain, they actually spell out the word good luck. That's pretty cool. So we have a G, an O, a D, an L, a U, a C, and a K. If one card is selected at random from the box and not replaced, that means we're using dependent probability over here, not replaced. Okay. What is the probability of choosing an O and an L? Well, first of all, let's figure out how many letters we have to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 cards total. We know that we're going to select once, so I'm going to draw a line, times, and we're going to select again. Well, the first time, we've got 8 chances, and we want to find an O, so let's count our O's. 1, 2. But we do not put a card back once we choose. So instead of 8, we now only have 7. And this time we're looking for an L, so let's go through here. We only have one L. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and come to my calculator, and I'm going to do my numerators first. 2 times 1, so that gives me 2. Then I'm going to do my denominators on a second line so that I can simplify. And we have 8 times 7, and that gives me 2 over 56. So to simplify, you put the numerator over x, then you put the denominator over x, and then your x starts with this top number 2. So let's try 2, and it works, 1 over 28. So when we simplify, the probability of these two things happening without replacement, or with replacement, without replacement, is 1 over 28. All right. Okay, we've got one more. Let's see how this is. A student plans on rolling a 6-sided number cube with the faces labeled 1 through 6. So you know what? I'm going to write them. 1, that's going to be one side. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those are the 6 possibilities when we roll that cube. Okay. What's the probability of rolling an even number 3 times in a row. So if we're going to roll 3 times, that means we're going to have 3 events. We need 3 fraction bars. Okay, so now this is a number cube. Every time we roll that cube, it has the exact same number of sides. It is independent probability. So we're going to put a 6 here, a 6 here, and a 6 here, because it doesn't matter if we roll it once or a million, it will always have 6 sides. Now, the first time we want an even number. Well, let's count our even numbers. 2, 4, and 6 are even, so that's 3 out of 6. And we want to do that 3 times in a row. So we'd have 3 out of 6 chances the second time, and 3 out of 6 chances the third time. So let's put the numerators, 3 times 3 times 3, on one line, and our denominators, 6 times 6 times 6 on the second line. Then we're going to simplify. That 27 divided by x, that 216 divided by x, and then x will start at that top number, which was 27. So x equals 27. Did that work? It absolutely did. That was a good one. I like that. I didn't even have to work hard. So 1 over 8. 1 out of every 8 chances, there's a possibility that might happen. Okay? Thank you, and we're going to go on to our next one. See y'all in a bit.